Hello YouTube, Funny Bone here. And I was just looking at the news and I see where Kamala Harris is leading Donald Trump. For the first time in 2 months, Donald Trump is behind on the polls and he can't stand it. He's afraid that Kamala Harris is picking up momentum, and she is. He's afraid that she's going to get a whole lot of undecided votes to vote for her, and she is. And he's most afraid that the Democratic Party is going to embrace her, support her, and be behind her, and vote for her to oust him. That's what he's afraid of, and that's what's going to happen, people. That's what's going to happen. You know, you see, people tell you your deeds catch up with you. Remember, a long time ago, they tell you your deeds gonna catch up with you sooner or later. That's what they meant. All your wrongdoing that you've done, sooner or later you gotta get in count of it. Yeah, you're gonna be held responsible for it. So, in the big picture, Donald Trump is trying to deflect from the stuff he's done, from the court cases that he has coming. He's trying to deflate and deflect from that. That's what he's doing. Not working. All your stuff is pending still. The trial is getting ready to kick off. What day, I don't know yet. We don't know. But it definitely is back on. See, with Miss Cannon, your stooge judge, when she dismissed your case, you thought it was over. You started bragging. Yeah. That bragging lasted about 3-4 days. After that, the appellate court said, hell no. He did all of this, and it's not going to go away. I told y'all, when you get on the wrong side of the federal government, it's going to never go away. It don't go away, people. Those people are not going to stop until Donald Trump is hid. And what I mean by hid, you don't see him no more. Because he locked away in a prison. That's the fate that's becoming of Mr. Trump. Is coming. And I saw an interview where they interviewed Kamala a couple days ago, and they asked her, do she think Donald Trump is a racist? She said, yes, he is. He questioned our first black president, Barack Obama, talking about he was not American. He had to get his birth certificate to prove that he was an American. Okay, prove that. Didn't hear no more about that. He just could not stand that a black man was the president because he's just so racial. And his niece been a critic and been outspoken against Donald Trump. But now his nephew has joined the party. And he said Donald Trump always been a bad person, always been racial, always had hatred in his heart from their damn daddy. He got arrested in the 20s for being involved in the Klans, a Klan rally. He got arrested for that. So all his values of the world, he passed on to Donald Trump. Well, his devalue of the world, like he's better than people because of their race and gender and all that stuff. But Donald Trump's worst nightmare is running against him. The people that he hates the most. Black females. And son, you getting ready to lose to a black female. Because that's going to happen. These people are going to go to the polls, people. They're going to go to the polls. They're going to vote his orange behind to jail. That's what they're going to vote for. Because as soon as he loses the election, he's going to prison. He's going. He's going. And I wonder why his nephew decided to speak out now. His nephew got a whole lot of insights. He has written a book, so you might want to grab that. I gotta remember his name again, but I would like to get that book and read it. See what his nephew's talking about. But he can't already. I already know what kind of person Donald Trump is, so it won't be no shock to me what he says in his book. because I know it's truthful and accurate. And because I know how Donald Trump is. So, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. Y'all think about this. Every single time I see that slogan or hat or anything that's got "Make America Great Again," it makes me want to throw up. Let me ask you a question. When was America great for African Americans? When was America great for us? Ask yourself that. At what part of history was the United States ever good to black people? When? Never. So when Donald Trump says, let's make America great again, he's talking about excluding us. He's talking about when there's a time where black people was dictated on, discriminated against, ridiculed, embarrassed, and everything else because they were black. The America he's talking about making great again is a racial America. That's the America he's talking about. Back in the 40s and 30s, when black people was discriminated against in every single way. That's what Donald Trump wants to bring back. That's why he's saying, let's make America great again. Discriminate against everybody else who's not white. That's what he means. And it irks me when I see Tim Scott and all the rest of the black people up there that he is ridiculing in their face. And they're so dumb, they don't even know it. When he's talking about making America great again, Tim Scott, you big diamond. He's not talking about your Mr. Ed looking ass. He's talking about the white people. That's what he's talking about. So you would be a damn fool to go vote for Donald Trump, knowing what he has in mind. Only the people that follows that, the MAGA, because that's all left with MAGA is the true racial people. That's all it is. Tell it like it is, people. All it is racism at the highest level. That's all it is. And then you got a nerve to talk about soldiers, POWs, and all that stuff. You don't like wounded. You don't like people that get captured. You don't like people that get injured in war. You like the ones that didn't get injured. What a sick individual. Sick individual. And if that person is black, he definitely don't care about it. And black people have made significant contributions to every war that we've had. Black people. But then we can't even get honored with it. You honor the military one day a year. You should honor them every day. The sacrifice that we made to protect this country from racial people like Donald Trump. So you can't pick and choose in America who you saving when you go to war. You saving everybody. Even the ones that don't deserve to be saved. Like Donald Trump. People, I can't understand why this world cannot move forward. I do understand, because you got people still like Donald Trump. Racial old heads that need to be done away with. Done away with. And before it's over with, he's going to be done away with. Trust me on that one. Kamala Harris has my vote. And by the way, she's leading the polls now. Donald Trump is losing the polls for the first time in 2 months. That's just the beginning, people. He's going to lose way more than that. He's going to lose way more than that. For the thoughts and disdain that he has for minorities. Don't matter if it's black, if it's a minority, Indian, anybody that's not white is a minority to Donald Trump. Yeah, he got some people that he's close to that's black. Just like that man said. Just because you put a few raisins in a potato salad that don't make the potato salad no better. Still bad. Exactly right. Tim Scott need to go hide somewhere in a hole. Because, be honest with y'all, all my friends, white and black, not just black, all my friends, white and black, says he's the biggest Uncle Tom he's ever seen. Biggest. I agree. I saw him a couple months ago. I can have a confidence that Donald Trump is going to win the White House. Well, that wasn't no confidence, fool. That was just a damn dream you had. And that's all it is, a dream. Because Donald Trump ain't going to win nothing. Nothing. I'm going to tell you something, people. You got to respect people. I don't care where they come from. You got to respect people. You got to respect their heritage. You got to respect their families. You got to respect them as Americans. When you don't, and you think that you're better than the people that you're representing, you won't be represented. They won't vote for you. Because you think that minorities are less than you. And they may be less than you financially, yes. Well, not anymore. Used to be. But now, Donald Trump, you can't even go in Burger King and buy a Whopper. Not on credit, you can't. You can't use no card. You can't use none of your bank account, none of that. That's already been frozen and seized. He can't use none of that. So, he's going to have to use whatever cash he can muster up to live. He's doing all this flying around and all this stuff. You better save his money. That money could go on his books. Because he definitely going to have some. And y'all know what I'm talking about. His jail books. Prison books. Because that's what he's going to be dealing with. So, Donald Trump, you better go and get you some ramen noodles and some food that's horrible so you can get used to it. Because that's what you're going to face and eat every day. That 215 pounds you swear that you weigh 317 pounds. But in about 2-3 months after you get to prison, you will weigh 217. Yeah, you will weigh that. With a couple of more pounds of bruises, scratches, contusions, and all that gonna be involved with you, Donald Trump. Because when you get to prison, you don't understand, son. There's a hierarchy in there. And the hierarchy in there is not you. The hierarchy in there is not really even human. They will beat you half to death and take them little noodles that you bought at the company. So, Mr. Trump, Miss Kamala Harris, your worst nightmare, she's going to be your worst nightmare until November. This smear campaign that you talking about her, a DEI employee and all that kind of stuff, it ain't going to hold water, fool. You one of the biggest fools ever walking this earth. And you're a dangerous fool because you dictate to people that's on a little bit of naive side. But that's, like I told y'all, that's how con men operate. Off your fears and your not knowing. And you're not being aware that they're using mind games on you. Dictating you. Manipulating you. You don't know it. But they are. Tim Scott and them get manipulated and they don't even know it. They just raisins in the potato salad. A bad one. So people, I'm going to get off here now. But every time I see that Make America Great Again, he talking about for whites. He ain't talking about for no other race. He's talking about for whites only. Make America Great Again. He can dictate in everything against us. That's what he's trying to do. And it's not going to work. Donald Trump had his way. We'll have a civil war not too long after he's elected. Because that's what's going to happen if he's elected. It's going to be all kind of chaos. I'm telling y'all. If y'all want y'all America safe and sound, and the future is safe, y'all need to go to the poll and vote Kamala Harris. That's the only way we're going to have a chance, people. If Donald Trump is in there, if you're not a white man and a white woman, you ain't going to have a chance, people. I say what people don't want to say. I say what's on my mind. This is my channel. I tell the truth like it is. Donald Trump, one of the biggest racial piece of crap ever created. And like that woman said, his mom should have aborted it. That's when you know abortion works. His mom should have aborted him. So it is what it is, people. Black people, wake up. Donald Trump got an agenda to exclude us and take us back to the slavery. Take us back to the plantation. If he had his way. But we're going to vote for that not to happen. Not to happen, Donald Trump. So, Mr. Trump and all the rest of your stooges, America ain't going to be great again. Not the America that you trying to make great. They ain't going to be great again like that. You're going to have a half-dead America if you try that. So, people, safety-wise, Donald Trump is not safe to even be. He's not qualified to even be a candidate. He already a felon, a criminal. And what do this country do with criminals? What do they do with them? They prosecute them and put their ass in jail, in prison. A lot of his cohorts are already in there. January, they tried to steal the election. Some of them folks are already in prison. Sidney Powell, all of them made a plea deal just to turn on Donald Trump and save their asses from a whole long prison sentence. And they still probably gonna get it. Because once this election starts, she made a plea deal. But once all the other stuff uncovers, we'll see how that plea deal holds up. Miss Sidney Powell. So people, make no mistake about it. Donald Trump want to set us back 100 years. And if y'all voted me in, that's what's going to happen. Black people, Mexicans, and all other nationalities that are living in this country that are not white. He's trying to bring back segregation, people. Most towns you see is still segregated because most rich people, the white rich people, they're in their own section in most towns. Look it up if you think it's not like that. It's still like that. Still. So America, we have a long way to go. And we'll have an even longer way to go if we vote Donald Trump in there. Way long way. Set us back 100 years or more. So people, know what he's talking about when he's saying make America great again. If you had no clue, I'm telling you, that's what he's talking about. Funny Bone love you. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to thank a lot of my subscribers has been reaching out to me and discussing this case and all this stuff with Donald Trump. I appreciate y'all. Even the Donald Trump fans discuss it with me. And they still Donald Trump fans, but we can discuss it. I got my views and they have their views. We still discuss. But make no mistake about it, people. Funny Bone knows what Donald Trump's talking about. Funny Bone wants y'all to know what Donald Trump is talking about when he says, make America great again. Yeah, for y'all, not for us. I love y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. Funny Bone out.